Good evening, everyone. I am back tonight to talk to you all about seeing the world through the lens of your children and trying to understand their perspective. And what I wanted to ask of each of you, have you asked your children today what their thoughts are and what they want and how they view the world around them, how they view their education, how they view the pandemic, how they view their current relationships? Have you really spent time in the last week, even, not just thinking we know how they feel or what they're going through, but deeply understanding where they are? And the reason why I'm talking about this tonight is because a lot of times we interact and engage, not only just with our children, but even with our spouses, with our friends. And because of the ebb and flow and the naturalness of our relationships, sometimes we actually make assumptions and we think everything may be okay or just partially okay or just totally not where it really is, I should say. We may come to the table with preconceived notions. And tonight, for the first time, I'm actually going live in the Novo Kiddo group. I generally do all of these posts just on the page and on YouTube, but tonight I'm going live in the group because I want to start having the conversation with everyone about where we are with our kids, because we're coming on up to the end of the first month of 2021. What have we accomplished? Have we spent too much time in fear or frustration or disappointment about where the world is right now? Or are we looking towards the future with positive anticipation and looking to build and create and transform and develop things that we have never done before? Are we encouraging our young people to do this? Are we helping them to see the good in everything, no matter how bad it may be in our minds or realistically out there? But we can shift our minds. And if we don't encourage that behavior in our children, we keep them in fight or flight, right? And so take the time to ask yourself the questions, check in with yourself, and then also check in with your children and help be a guide for them in this time. Help them to see that there's so much opportunity. The place where we are in now in this global society is that it's ripe for opportunity. There are so many young entrepreneurs today. I met with a father who has a 19-year-old who is doing tremendous things that most people would never think a 19-year-old could do with starting her business. And over the coming weeks, you'll be introduced to her. She's an amazing young lady. And on Sunday, I met with another father and a son of a 12-year-old boy who runs a business. And he's doing tremendous. And I'm not saying every child needs to be an entrepreneur, but every child needs to be encouraged to realize that they do have limitless potential. And all that has to be done is that it's fostered, appreciated, acknowledged, and supported. And so tonight, I am calling on all of you to really take the time to sit with your kids. No matter how busy you are, sit with them and really give them carte blanche to be able to ask questions about and answer questions about what they see for themselves in the future. And ask the question of, how do you think you can get there? They may not have the answer, obviously, and you may not have the answer for them. By starting the conversation, we're opening up your young people to a new world, a world where the box is gone and they have the opportunity to truly look within themselves and find their inner passions and the things that get them really excited about life and about their friends and just everything in general. I'm taking this time at the end of this month right now to reflect on all of the things that I myself have accomplished and all of the things that are helping me towards my goal for the month, for the year, for the quarter, and saying, what have I done? Have I been intentional in the ways that I expected to? Have I shown up in the ways that I expected to? And holding myself accountable to what my goals are and my commitment to the young people of the world. Have I been doing the work that's necessary to impact the youth of the world and bring forth other great minds to help the youth of the world reach their fullest potential? And so that's why I'm asking the question, because I'm holding myself accountable. And in holding myself accountable, I'm also uncovering some of the most important and beautiful things that the world has to offer. And all in the name of breathing life into our young people and helping spark or ignite their passions, even no matter how young they are. And no matter how many times they have to iterate what those goals and passions are, but at least if we give them permission, they will always know that they can dream bigger and achieve more, and that nothing and no one can stop them. And so that's my talk for tonight. I just wanted to share that, because looking through the lens of our young people and being able to take a step back and step into their shoes for a moment and then have them guide us and navigate us down a road is just a beautiful thing. It's peaceful. And maybe that's why my energy is a little bit different tonight, but I just want us to really be intentional in how we engage and love on our children in a way that helps them get to a point where they truly understand and appreciate their capacity for their limitless ability. And with that, I'm going to say good night or good morning whenever you're reading this, I'm not reading, but listening to this. So thank you for tuning in, and I will be back again tomorrow. Today is the 26th, so 26 straight days of trying to reach out to all of the families across the globe for 365 days. That's my commitment. Let's get our kids to make theirs as well. Bye-bye now.